Hey guys, how you going? Hey guys, are you worried about 5G radiation? EMFs? Well, I want to tell you about the sponsor of this video. They're patriots and they support the truth. They're called EMF Harmonised and they sell EMF protection technology. The technology filters out the harmful RF waves, radio frequency waves, and has been scientifically proven to do so. It's Tesla technology. As we use computers, phones or tablets to watch any videos or do anything these days, the EMFs are damaging our DNA as we use them. In other words, consider getting some EMF protection from the link below, as you'll protect yourself, you'll help the growth of my channel, and you'll help a fellow truth supporting business, and it's very easy to shop by. They have phone strips and computer strips and laptop and personal relief discs. There's quite a few things in here, guys, so if you're interested, please have a look, and the link will be down below. Thank you so much. Today I wanted to start with just something to maybe lift some people up, because I know a lot of people are panicking right now. Okay, so people who've woken up within this virus seem to be all dealing with a few main issues. These appear to be rather consistent as well, so hopefully this will help others. And people who have woken up during the virus are feeling confused at the minute. One minute they feel on top of the world and know all is well with the process. They feel happy and excited and are sure we're about to enter a new golden age. But then 2 minutes later they are sat worried about going into FEMA camps and being vaccinated and being turned into transhumans. Transhumans. Okay, firstly, there's nothing wrong with you. This is absolutely normal. You're not going crazy and you're not losing your mind. You simply have a foot in both worlds. Because both are simultaneously playing out in front of us, it can be scary. The timeline looks a lot like the New World Order timeline you see, and unless you've been at the awakening game for a while, you may not have the faith of those who do. Okay, the only reason I'm not freaking out too much is because I've had years to prepare for this. I've had my faith tested countless times and I've come to trust myself. You will also get to this point, but it's a process and you cannot rush it. You're exactly where you're supposed to be and you're doing amazing. If you're worried, study the Schumann resonance and what it means, and watch YouTubers like Laurie Ladd and Our Everyday Lives. They'll help you feel calm about what's happening and have been doing this for years. If you're getting stressed, worried or anxious, then remove your focus from what's happening in the media and instead work on raising your vibrational set point using the law of attraction. Well, I like positive thinking and prayers, and you do whatever makes you feel good though. Okay, there's another issue that some people are struggling with and they feel bad for doing it, and it's getting peed off with people who are still asleep. I understand that. You're not perfect. We're all human and we get to experience all the human emotions that go along with them. This does not make you a bad person. Okay, if you only knew the love that there was for you, if you only knew how much admiration the things on the other side of the veil have for you, if you only know how utterly perfect you were, but you don't. So let me keep reminding you of this. We came here on a mission. Just coming here and being you was enough. Anything you've managed to do on top of that was a bonus. So if you're reading this, hearing this, you're awake, and even that simple thing means not only did you sacrifice everything to come here and help, but you smashed it by waking up to the Matrix. You're pretty much in the top 20% of light workers by virtue of just being awake. Many light workers still don't have a clue who they are. I've had years, I know exactly who I am. With all my faults and everything. Okay, so give yourself a break. You're doing absolutely amazing, and in the years to come, you'll look back and see this too. However, there's some advice about the people who are still sleeping. No matter what you show them, what evidence you give them, or how much research you've done, some people will never be able to see what you see. They simply can't. It's like you're a university student and the sleepers are 6-year-olds. You're trying to explain quantum physics to them and then getting mad when they don't understand it. They can't understand what you do because they're not where you are on their journey, and that's okay. Everyone is at a different level, and we must learn to accept people where they are rather than get mad because they're not where we are. They will get there when they're ready. In the meantime, concentrate on keeping your vibrations up high and practice unconditional love for others, especially the people still asleep. You're doing amazing, I promise you. And that was actually from a lady that, Caroline. I'll give her a shout out. She's a very good person. I'll post the link down below because it's on my Facebook page. So some of you may have seen it, but I really felt the need to read that out to you. And because sometimes we just need to hear it. Just like N1 Nasty One has been putting a lot of posts up saying he loves everybody, and it's good to hear that because you need to know. We need to know we are loved, and we are. So don't ever think that you're not. Okay, now this from Trumpster. Watch this. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, it's happening. Okay, I'm just going to play this video.
I knew this was happening. However, I could not say anything about it. What happened was we watermarked every ballot with what's called the QFS blockchain encryption code. In other words, we know pretty well where every ballot is, where it went, and who has it. So this is not a stolen election. On the contrary, we reversed the entire game of war along the lines of Sun Tzu, the art of war. And Trump was brilliant and still is brilliant at it. The reason he hasn't been seen, and Alex correctly said, oh, I haven't seen him in several days. Well, in the art of the war, you pull back, allow your enemy to make all the mistakes that they are making, manipulate the situation, expose them, and then come in for the final killing. And that's what's happening now. None of this was unexpected. All of this was expected. All of this is part of the sting operation we're running.
The reason I played that video was because someone asked me what happened to the quantum, and I'm sorry I don't remember your name, it was in the comments. What happened to the quantum thing? Well, as you can see, it's all connected. Then this from Henry Rogers. New House Democrats caucus call today was a disaster. There was crying, screaming and disagreement. Read all about it here, and it's right here. Okay, torn apart again in 2022. Virginia Democrat allegedly lights up caucus call on election performance. Democrats in the House of Representatives reportedly voiced their concerns about the future of the party with Speaker of the House, Nancy Pelosi, as they lost a number of seats they were hoping to win on Tuesday night. In a Thursday caucus call, several Democrats reportedly shared their concerns about the election results in the House. As Democrats did not expand their majority, losing many seats, polls showed Democrats winning. Virginia Democratic Republican Abigail Spanberger was reportedly the most vocal, saying Democrats should never say the word socialism again, and that she almost lost her race because of the defund the police movement. We lost races we shouldn't have lost. To fund police almost cost me my race because of an attack ad. Don't ever say socialism again, Spanberger reportedly said. adding that the party needs to get back to basics. Spanberger then reportedly said, if we run this race again, we will get, torn apart again in 2022. Pelosi reportedly then disagreed with Spanberger's comments, saying she is happy they kept a majority in the House. Pelosi comes back on and says she disagreed. They won the House and presidency. Florida Democratic Rep Debbie Mucarsel-Powell, I hope I said that right, reportedly was crying on the phone call saying people can't pronounce her name and mentioned people being mean to her on Twitter. I've just probably mispronounced her name too. Well, she can go and cry in the corner. Everybody mispronounces my name and, well, not everybody, but a lot of people do, my surname. And I don't care. I'll just tell them what it actually is. Ah, dear. Anyway, this is the Democrats for you. They're losing it. They're losing it, guys. Don't you worry. Democratic Congressional Campaign Committee Chairwoman Rep Cherry Bustos reportedly slammed the polls and turnout models as the reason Democrats did not do as well as expected. The Daily Caller has contacted Pelosi and Spanberger's offices about the phone call, to which they did not immediately respond. So there you go. They're freaking out. They are freaking right out. Panic. Oh dear. Okay. And it seems, more on the ballot things. Developing. Seems official ballots were overprinted with dye marks, little dots in specific patterns, recognisable by machine readers under specific light frequencies. In other words, it was a setup. Fake ballots may be easy to identify. There you go. Certain markings. Different ones. There you go. So the real one and the fake one, I don't know which one's which. Hang on. Which one would be... I'd say this one would be the real one. I don't know. I don't know. Oh, okay. It's a thread, is it? Okay, hang on. Also explains inexplicable Democrat House victory in 2018. Oh, it's going to go back further than that. And this happens all over the world, guys. So don't think that this election is anything new. We're just being shown. And this is Susie. Sorry, that was Susie as well. Also explains inexplicable Democrat House victory. Okay, I read that. Patriots had to let the cabal think they were getting away with ballot fraud so that they go all out in 2020, only to be caught by the covert ID system. 2018 House race may have been a strategic loss taken for the greater good. Ooh, it's interesting. The reason nothing appears to have been done in prosecuting obvious Democrat and MSM crimes is that the whole of the last 4 years were an exercise in gathering fingerprints. Collect a mountain of evidence and make your case bulletproof. They're going down. Posted a few days after midterms, highlights need to prove the voter fraud case. Wouldn't it be great to catch them in the act, but how? Covert system of markings on official ballots with secrecy maintained? DHS has powers of investigation, prevention and prosecution. I won't read this out. I will include this link below. Tuesday they went all out with their fraud and threw caution to the wind. They had no choice as nation was a landslide mood for the president, and anyway they got away with it in 2018, so why not in 2020? Mail-ins would be perfect, could be printed in China and flood the system. Think about it. If gangsters wanted power over nation, they need to control media and vote counts. The last 5 years proved gangsters control the MSN, so why not voting? Most important fraud of them all, because it corrupts system of government itself. It must be ended. In any case, Slow Joe already fessed up that Democrats they have put together the most extensive and inclusive voter fraud organisation in the history of American politics. Same as he confessed about his Ukraine blackmail, because they believe they will get away with it. And he does. And I'll put this link down below. You can go and listen to him for yourself. He does actually say this. He does say he put together the biggest inclusive voter fraud organisation. Remember when the president said UV light is a cure for the virus? Was he toying with them? I think so. Okay, and this one from War Clandestine. Every patriot needs to read this. After patience and observation, I deducted how this phase of the plan is being executed and, more importantly, why it's being done this way. The sheep are meant to see something, and we are maximising eyes on the situation, and I'll prove it. Notice Fox. Oh my goodness. Notice Fox declared AZ for Biden very early, while CNN, MSNBC have AZ neutral. Both echo chambers are feeding fear to their base, making them glued to the situation. Fear porn, maximising eyes on. This is not an accident. The sheep are about to be shown something big. I know it's been painful, but this delay only benefits us. It neutralised the organised riots on standby, were Trump to be declared the winner. It introduces an avenue to attack voter fraud and secure future elections, while we have maximum eyes on from both sides of the aisle. It exposes MSM outlets for calling states too early in an attempt to influence public perception via disinformation, therefore subverting an election, coup d'etat. It grants NSA, the US military, the authority and optics to reveal foreign influence. It'll be worth the wait. Massive happenings are going to occur in the coming days and weeks. We need to make sure the normies see all of it. Keep them engaged. This is what the operation is about, waking up normies and discrediting our enemy. What is soon to unfold will do both simultaneously. Trump will squeak this victory out by a tiny margin. The Dems will 180, foaming at the mouth, call for a recount and accuse Trump of cheating again. Votes will need to be validated. Trump will end up winning by a larger margin, and we're going to get the Dems to ask for it. The Liberal sheep won't be able to ignore it because they're expecting the recount to destroy Trump, but in the end it'll only benefit him, just like Mueller. This is how we infiltrate liberal echo chambers and get them to see what we want them to see. Laser point effect. Given the way this is transpiring and how this limbo benefits Trump, I'm confident we are in control. This is part of the plan. Remain vigilant, do not falter, stick to the mission, don't allow the unknown to consume you, hold the line and let the plan unfold. And I agree. That's exactly what's going on. And you've got from 3 days and 3 nights, you've got if FBI, DAs, Gov, SOFS, DOJ and judges are caught up in this voter sting op, Trump can legally claim courts cannot function. This thing has more, just like the deep state has, this thing has more arms, this exposure thing, operation, if you want to call it that. This whole operation has more tentacles than the deep state do. I think because it's going to expose everything in one hit. Because it's already exposed to me that, and I had a feeling earlier on anyway, but that all of our elections are done like this. They're not the people's voice. They are these people, and China probably flooding and paying for votes, and because I think, as we know it, the mainstream media actually speaks for the minority, because the majority of people do not feel the way the mainstream media, and that's how we got to where we are. Everybody believes at the mainstream media that the majority feel that way. Some of them went with them and the others stayed quiet. But the mainstream media, what they report on is not what the majority thinks, and their opinions are not what the majority thinks. And this one here from Tess Summers, this has all been planned. This is from 24th of October. Anyone who thinks Boris isn't part of the globalist clan, think again. Okay, just like with Scott Morrison, if they're there, it's to expose them. And that's what it's all about. Exposure of everything. And then from N1 Nasty One, No, we are about to rewrite history. Their lies will be hidden no more. And this says, one basic truth can be used as a foundation for a mountain of lies. And if we dig down deep enough in the mountain of lies and bring out that truth, to set it on top of the mountain of lies, the entire mountain of lies will crumble under the weight of that one truth. And there is nothing more devastating to a structure of lies than the revelation of truth upon which the structure of lies was built. Because the shock waves of the revelation of the truth reverberate, and continue to reverberate throughout the earth for generations to follow. Awaken even those people who had no desire to be awakened to the truth. And it's by Dilema de Veris. I hope I pronounced that right. Okay. From Barbara Durkin. All these links will be down below as well, guys. Andrew McCarthy, disturbing new ties between the CCP and JB and HB. HB's associates reportedly made it clear that they anticipated cashing in on business prospects that were expected to arise. And there's a whole there's a whole article there. Okay. Oh, what have we got down here? Yeah, right. Oh my God, right. No, you can read that one for yourself because that's just... oh my God. Okay, from Kaminda B. Thread by J.D. Burney 1, considered Department of Homeland Security Control Official Batch Production. Dems print extras not knowing about non-radioactive isotope watermarks on official ballot. Military sting operation. And that's a big thread from the Thread Reader app. Pretty much saying what the guy earlier said earlier. The video I showed you. Archive offline. Okay, I'll put that down below so you can read that. It's a big thread. I'm just trying to skip through it so I give you a bit of everything. Anything further you want to look at, you can go in and look at these tweets. And even if you're not part of Twitter, you should be able to still click on the links and see them at least. And this one, if you can see this video, share this video right now. Whistleblower details how Michigan mail-in ballots were ordered by USPS supervisors to be backdated to November the 3rd. An update in Arizona from B. Perry, CO42. And the Sharpie incident is now being looked at. So there's actually Appeals and Constitution Litigation Division from the Attorney General, Arizona Attorney General. So there's that. Okay, and I think I have gone over the rest of it. Did I go over the cicada thing? We got them in the background. That's what you're hearing in the background. In case I haven't, this cicada thing, I believe, is how they got the help they needed for the board. And the Anons? I don't know. I'm just putting it out there. And this is from 72 seconds. It's up to you what you believe. But I have a funny feeling that this is linked to what we're looking at today. The people who are behind the scenes watching everything. Because you had to be pretty smart to get anywhere with this thing. So I'll let you make of that what you will. I don't know if I've gone through all this actually. From Oz17, hold the line and enjoy the show. Thread, surprised that some followed the miracle of the plan for 3 years and marvelled at its sophistication. but for the first time are willing to forget everything we've learnt about the art of war. Remember the midterms? Oh, we couldn't understand why we lost the House, then it all made sense. We kept the Senate because we needed the Senate. We lost the House because we didn't want the House. We wanted them to expose their crimes through impeachment and many other frauds like withholding, pandemic relief, etc. What happened yesterday is much a part of the plan as everything else. It has been flawlessly executed, and we have lured the enemy countless times into traps when they thought we were losing. Now is no different. You'll soon see why this had to happen. Don't ruin these few days ahead of yourself with worry. Remember what you've learnt about the President and the board. They simply cannot lose, no matter how it looks. Military grade. Keep enjoying the show, guys. And I'm going to leave it there for today. I hope you have a good day, good evening, wherever you are. And I'll talk to you soon. Okay, guys, have a good one. Bye.